Let's do it. Boom. 109. I was pretty close. Hello everyone. This is Wishbone8121 here, and welcome to Tutorials of Excellence. Today I'm going to start you out with a little bit of introduction. This is a new group of videos I'm doing, where I'm going to be showing some just superior farms. These are farms that I invented, and to be honest, they are just better. A lot of times what I'm going to be showing you is compound farms, that is farms that are hooked together to make a just something unique and better. So let's just get right into it. Today I'm going to start you off on a segment. This will probably be 3 videos on a set of farms that you probably want to put somewhere where they are always loaded. So wherever on your realm or server or your game where you are AFKing the most is where you want to put these farms. This one here, which is a furnace fuel farm, it provides infinite bone meal and infinite bamboo, and it's it's completely maintenance free. I'll show you a little bit about that in a minute. And then this is a villager powered potato farm that is hooked to an infinite smelter here. And basically it's set up so that it always has 63 potatoes in it, and you can just walk up to it anytime and pull out items for infinite XP. Just kind of like a baseline. Mine that I have on my server, or my realm, sorry, I've had for a few weeks now. I have been AFKing there about 16 hours a day since the last update, because I have a copper farm in range of my main base. So I've been AFKing there a lot to get copper, because it's so slow. So I have been smelting a lot, but one pull for me right now gives about 120, a little over 120 levels. Which means I can get to like level 1000 in just a few minutes. If I just, actually, literally, I get up into the upper 800s, low 900s just from pulling items out one at a time. You have to, you have to exit out of the GUI between pulls to get experience, like that. You can hear that I'm getting experience as I do this. Obviously, you can't see how much experience because I'm in creative mode, but yeah, I mean, this is a creative world. This has only been running for a few hours while I build stuff. But yeah, like I said, on my actual realm, the thing gives like 120 levels just from one pull, and you get to almost to 1,000 just by walking up to it and pulling out the potatoes one at a time until they're all gone. But yeah, this circuit's pretty cool. Like I said, it keeps it so that it always it holds the baked potatoes in it until there's 63 of them, and then only when there's 64 will it start throwing them into lava. And this throws them into lava that way. And just to give you a kind of heads up on my next video, this is my infinite bone meal and bamboo farm, and just the kind of the gist of it. Basically, this has no on or off switch. Everything is automated. This will make bamboo until all of these chests are full, and actually until all of these hoppers are full. Once this entire storage system is full, and you can make it as big as you want, you can make it go down forever if you really want to. This will automatically turn off this microfarm, and this microfarm runs at 36,000 bamboo per hour. It runs at basically 4 times hopper speed, which you'll see the full speed if I empty this bamboo here. Yep, see, it'll just go and go and go, just like that until all of these chests are full. And then once they're full, it will actually turn itself off, which is kind of cool. Now on top of this thing is it has storage above the dispensers for 3 double chests on both sides, so up to 6 double chests of bone meal. And those are automatically filled up by the bone meal farm that is above. This generates 21 stacks of bone meal per hour, so it's pretty darn fast. And since bone meal to bamboo is a 1-to-1 conversion, that means that it's the equivalent of 21 stacks of bamboo per hour, which is pretty fast. I don't know how fast a lot of bamboo farms are, but this one is pretty fast, and especially since it has no maintenance and it can never break and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just great. I built this inside of a chunk. As you can see, the chunk board is right there, so I could push this back one just to make sure that it's all directly inside of one chunk. That'll make sure that nothing ever breaks. That's pretty easy to do. But I'm pretty sure it won't break anyway, just because I modified this farm myself, the bone meal portion of it, just so that I'm pretty sure it is unbreakable, even if you don't have it on a chunk border. Just because I switched the normal powering of these dispensers to something different. So anyway. Also, another cool thing about this farm is it automatically fills up, like I said, these bone meal chests, and then once all of these are full, it will start filling all of these chests with bone meal as well. And, if you want more chests for bone meal, you can just put more down there. And then at the very end, once all of these chests are completely full, this will turn off the bone meal portion of the farm, and this will shut off. So that you never have, this running without it being able to do something. So it's just fully automatic. It's very cool. And my next video will be showing you how to make one of these if you'd like. As a third part of this, I'll be showing you how to make a 108 furnace super smelter. And going with the super smelter, I don't have the super smelter here. I've just been working on shulker box unloaders. I have two right here. This one is, you can put shulkers into this, and basically the shulker boxes come out, and the rest of the stuff gets thrown into a, basically a furnace that runs at 4 times hopper speed. So these are 4 times shulker box unloaders. I designed this myself. This is not someone else's design, it's mine. But this one is pretty big and, very clunky looking. This one is also a 4 times hopper unloader, but it's more manual. Basically, it just pulls everything out, and then once everything's out of it, pushes it back in, and then you have to break it yourself. And it disappears.
All right, let's get into things.
Creative mode, but it doesn't. Nothing picks it up. So. Alright guys, we're just going to get right into things. First of all, you need to mark out some chunk borders. Mine are, nice and visible because I have the chunky torch active. It might be a good idea for you to download it. It's pretty easy to find, and if not, then there's other ways to find chunk borders. You'll have to, figure that one out. Anyway, we'll start by just going to a quarter. It can be pretty much any corner. This is not directional, doesn't really matter. So you go to a corner, you look for the 3rd space, and you'll face a dropper facing into the chunk here. Then we will make a little lava pit, and that's the start of our little show here. Where's my hoppers? There we go. Next, we'll put a hopper on that. And our smoker. Okay, very good. And from there, we're going to start with our comparators. So, we got our block there. Let's get out some redstone block. So we got those 2 blocks there. We need a redstone block there. And a comparator coming out of it, set on subtraction mode. And the reason we're doing that is so that when this furnace is completely full, it will shut off this comparator, and that's the only time that a signal is not going to be coming out of it. Sorry, I'm not used to making these. Okay, so we need, there's where we need our blocks. Boom, boom, boom. I think that'll work. That is definitely not what I intended to push. Oh, man. Okay. And we'll get a repeater here, and that should start this working. Yep, perfect. There we go. You don't need this block there. Actually, there's lava down there. Okay, perfect. So there's a little circuit. Just comparator out of this on subtraction mode, repeater into a block, and some redstone dust back to this hopper. This hopper is now locked. Perfect. Let's get into putting our chests in here for our fuel storage. There we go. We got our chest. And 2 hoppers in the back, and sorry, this is a little difficult on iPhone. So there you go. Now you got 3 double chests. It's pretty compact. It looks nice. It's like a little cube of chests. If you want to do more, you can do more, you know. It's optional. It's up to you. Doesn't really matter. 100 hours is pretty decent. You don't have to fill it up that much. I wouldn't do less than that, though. You don't want to go back and forth. It gets too annoying. Anyway, we'll go hopper, and then we'll put a double chest here, and this double chest will be, that double chest is where our actual potatoes are going. And if you want, you can put some potatoes in there to start if you have a few. Otherwise, you know, doesn't really matter. All right, so here above this hopper, we want to make an empty space, because actually, that is where our dropper is going. And then we want a temporary block up here. Put a temporary block down there. And boom, there's our dropper. Break that block. We'll break this block. Okay, and now we're looking pretty good so far. Yeah. And if you want to make these a glass, you can. That'll tell you if there's, you know, items despawning in there or not. Not that it really matters. Anyway, we'll do a comparator out of this. What we're going to do, actually, is use a sticky piston here. There we go. Now I remember what we're doing. Sticky piston. Perfect. Then we're going to use that sticky piston to make an observer clock. So we'll just do it this way. And the other one we will put here. Perfect. Blocks there, 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 and there. And we'll just run our line like that. That way this block is hard powered. This will get repeatedly powered, but it won't turn this hopper off, which is important because we don't want that hopper to go off. Okay, and we'll just do 2 hoppers up. So these 4 blocks here are going to be the space our villager stands on. And, well, right now, I guess we could just put our little hoppers in. Boom, boom, boom. And then this is going to be very simple. We're going to get dirt, or, well, this is grass technically, but it's all basically the same. And we're going to go the entire way 12. So this should be not quite on the trunk border. The trunk border should be there and there. As you can see, there's the trunk border. We'll do the same thing on this side. Yep, there's the trunk border as well. Perfect. So we're going to get our glass out because we'll just put glass as the wall here. And we need a full block that has light. So we'll do that. Boom. Okay, perfect. So basically you're going to surround this entire chunk with a 2-high wall of glass, and you might want to put glass on top of that as well, especially if this is ground level. That way mobs don't jump into the farm. All right, and I'll build this up and be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I got the 14 by 14 dirt little thing there, and then surrounded by a glass wall. It's as you can see, the chunk border's right there. If I put a block here, you'll be able to see the chunk borders also between those two blocks. So basically, this glass walls around the chunk border. You don't need to use a shroom light. You just need to use a light source block here. So I would use, well, you know, sea lantern, this thing, the pumpkins. All right, and then the next step is you're going to count in from the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th block you're going to punch out from one of the corners, and you're going to put a slab there. So we'll do that, and then we're going to waterlog that slab. That'll make sure that when we make this into farmland, that it will not turn back into dirt. And then same thing, you're going to go count 1, 2, 3, 4 in either direction and punch out those as well until you have 4. Yep. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, punch, and same thing here. Very good. So now we got that, and then just to make sure that our farmland grows things all the time, we're going to put our more light blocks on top of the lower slabs there. Perfect. And then last thing, to make sure that the villager doesn't jump on top of that and trample the ground every once in a while and therefore reduce the rates of the farm, we're going to put glass blocks right up here, just like this. Well, they don't have to be glass. They could be anything, but the glass looks nicer, I think, in my opinion. And that's almost everything, except for the villagers, of course. Villagers are really annoying. Actually, I forgot the corner here. Now, the way I did this is I went through the nether to a village that was off of my nether highway, so I could get it into the nether really easily to a safe place, because I haven't with my nether highway. And then I broke my my normal nether portal by my base, because I built this near another nether portal. And then I put the nether portal inside of this enclosure. That way, when I brought the villagers back over it here, they actually were inside of this farm already. I didn't have to, mess around with, bringing them all the way up here. So I just, put a couple rails down and put one guy in the corner, and then the other guy, I just broke the nether portal, and he was already in here. So you just have to make sure that he doesn't have anything in his inventory. Because if the guy that's going to be in the corner here has something in his inventory, the farmer won't throw stuff at him. So you want to make sure that this guy doesn't have anything in his inventory. You also want to make sure that the farmer doesn't have too many things in his inventory either. If his inventory is full, he can't pick up potatoes. All right, and let's move on. There we go. Very good. And we'll just put glass like that. And again, I just used I just brought the guy in here using another portal and put a couple of rails down and put him in a minecart. Nice and easy. We'll just put a villager there like that. Excellent. And we will spawn our second villager here. There we go. He is running around, and he's not the appropriate office, so we're going to get a composter and a bed. And does he link? I think one of them did. There we go, he's linked. And what are your trades? Actually, we have some potatoes, so we'll just trade you. There we go. Now he's a farmer forever. We can break all the stuff, and perfect. Everything should be fine. Now at this point, you want to make everything farmland. And you can give this guy his potatoes. So there's two ways to do this. You can either plant all the potatoes yourself, or the slow way is here, I'll keep one, and I'll give him some potatoes. There you go. He's got potatoes now, and he'll start planting away. If you don't have any potatoes, probably the best thing to do is just give them to him, and then you can just make this stuff into farmland, and that'll be good. Eventually, he'll fill up this entire thing. And like I said earlier, this does when it's at full capacity, which takes a little bit to get to, but once it's at full capacity, then this farm will run faster than that actual smoker does. So this makes a perfect infinite XP furnace. And if you didn't know, there's a bug in Minecraft Bedrock. It's been there for quite a while, but basically the furnace XP does not reset. So that means that every time you pull an item out of a smelter, it gives you the experience from every item ever smelted in it. And the reason that this is the best is because potatoes give 0.35 experience per potato, and smokers can smelt at double speed. So basically, potatoes this automatic farm is really easy. You just need to be in simulation distance for it to be running. It's easy to make, and it gives the amount that you need to run a smoker forever. And I almost forgot one last thing, actually, which is to make sure you use a lightning rod so your farmers don't get murdered by lightning while you're AFK. So we're just going to go up a little bit. I don't remember exactly how far lightning can travel, but just to be careful, we're going to go a little higher. There we go. We'll just put it there. I'll break all these. So basically that is it. You are all done. Eventually that guy will get to the point where this entire thing is covered in potatoes, and then he will start just chucking at this guy, and then this whole thing will fill up. And in about a week or so, you'll come, after AFKing a few nights, you'll come back, and then this smoker will start giving you tons and tons of levels whenever you want, just on command. All right, well, that's going to do it for our tutorial today. Next time, I'll be showing you how to have infinite furnace fuel, the easiest way to do it. Now, string is not included, so you will need to get your own string. But other than string, this is definitely the easiest way to make furnace fuel. Like I said, it makes 21 stacks of bone meal per hour, which could result in smelting 126 stacks of items per hour, which is basically just insanity. So yeah, next tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this. If you guys like this video, and especially if you built this farm, please comment. Comment down below if you built the farm. Feel free to give it a like or subscribe to my channel if you want to see just some neat videos of either my world in the Wishcraft series, or if you want to see more tutorials like this in my new Tutorials of Excellence series. All right, well, either way, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, please. And you guys have a nice day. Thanks. Have a good one.